Coast Nation, Sanbunan Bafetu. Welcome back to Friends with me, OQP. Now, on this video, guys, some of you might not like what I'm about to say on today's video. Now, if you remember correctly, when we played against Zamalek, we did not have the services of Aiden McCarthy, which, in terms of the rules, Omfana was suspended. But he was suspended just for Kef. In terms of the league, his suspension doesn't apply. How? How is that, QP? You may ask. Well, that's a good question, which obviously I will be answering on today's video, because even myself, I'm still shocked with how. And this is how it works. I honestly thought it worked in all competitions, but definitely in there was an accumulation of a yellow card. It differs with every competition, and also how you obtain that yellow card and your suspension and how you get suspended also is a different story. So that's what we're going to be looking at on this video, since Aiden McCarthy was suspended, but now he's available to play any game. He's available. But a suspension yakhe doesn't mean it's going to cancel out his league yellow card. So, guys, when we last spoke, I told you about Aiden McCarthy being suspended, and then we played without him. We brought Ngayenso Shinga, and also we played Opaseka Marco. Shinga did not come in. I honestly don't know why he went to Egypt if he was not going to play. So, looking at the suspension, guys, I thought, Njoba is suspended. That means when he's coming back to the league, he would have, started afresh with his suspension, or Amayelo Katwake. Actually, Amayelo Katwake would reset. But according to the rules, that is not the case, which means when we play against the Stellenbosch on the 24th of this month, and then Umfana gets booked, that means he will not be available on a very, very crucial game, which is the Soweto Derby. And I cannot exercise how big this thing is for us in general, despite, everything that has happened the past few days. So, UKEF, guys, this is what is happening. UKEF competitions, 2 yellow cards, because we know that 4 yellow cards that equals to, no, actually 3 yellow cards that equals to a suspension. So now in CAF competitions, 2 yellow cards equals to 1 match suspension, and then the suspension in a corner, obviously it takes place automatically. The player is unavailable to be selected. So yes, I'm gonna look at a corner. Usually after my quarterfinals, they are cleaned or wiped, but that only happens so that they can be able to participate on the semifinals, now my finals. But if not, then on the group stages it doesn't work that way. So this applies to CAF, all CAF tournaments, CAF Champions League, and then the CAF Confederation, and also a CAF Interclub competitions. All of those things, they work there. And then in terms of a red card, it means you're going to get suspended immediately. With actually most of the time, it's just 1 or more games, depending on which one red card lako. But it doesn't go from the CAF competition to the league. So whatever happens on the league in terms of suspensions, it happens and it stays there. It doesn't translate to the league or the PSL league as we know it. So go PSL, you get 4 yellow cards, you get 1 suspension, and then after serving the suspension, obviously everything resets back to normal. So yes, the yellow cards do tend to move from one season to the next season. I remember with Tupule Modi, it was the same thing or same case. He was suspended and then he did not play the first league game or 2 games, I remember, when we started the season. So it happens that way. So red card, in terms of the red card or corner, it depends na corner on which way na red card lako uthole wenzani. Yes, ama yellow card to a corner wangapha go PSL they don't go to a CAF competition. So far, Aiden McCarthy and Mfundo Vilakazi on the PSL competition side of things, they are currently sitting on 3 yellow cards, meaning 1 yellow card on the next game. That means they will miss the Soweto Derby, which I don't know how to emphasize it as much as I possibly can, but we need those players, and it's a big game, which I feel like Abafana Nabo, they would want to, showcase themselves and prove why they were selected to represent us on the senior team. So yeah, guys, quite interesting. I never thought this is the case in terms of the youngsters and the players. But anyways, in so far, our players, despite, especially Aiden McCarthy, despite missing the last game of ICAF, amayelo khathi wakhe aphelela ku-CAF, and then ngapha wangapha angapha. Nothing has changed. It's just something I felt like for me, it was a bit confusing, and I hope I've cleared it to you too. If you do not understand, please do ask me. But the question is, do you think this thing is fair? Because I feel like it's not fair at the end of the day. Amayelo khathi should work in all competition, just like domestic leagues, like your PSL league, and then also your cup competitions, but not national cup competitions like your MTN 8 Culling Knockout, Black Labeled, or Black Labeled Culling Knockout, Nedbank Cup. You understand? Amayelo khathi corner, they work through and through. Doesn't matter which udlalile laphana ku-Nedbank or not. The yellow card from there, they go to PSL, and the PSL vice versa. So they work hand in hand, which is quite interesting. Why is it not the same with the CAF? I don't know. But maybe it has to do with the fact that CAF is being played by international teams, which it doesn't include. So like, for example, we played against the Zamalek idlala ku-league yayo, thina sidlala ku-PSL. So it wouldn't be fair if they got, let's say, 2 players of their side got 2 yellow cards or 4 yellow cards, and then they are supposed to serve a suspension while coming to play a CAF Confederation. That wouldn't be fair, because at the end of the day, badlala league yabo, not just league. Then CAF has to introduce their own rules, which means that's why we saw the 2 yellow cards, 1 match suspension, which is quite interesting. But anyways, guys, I understand if you guys felt frustrated as same as me, because young got this talent. But anyways, it is what it is. So let me know down in the comment section below. Do you think it is fair that ICAF introduces its own rules, or should we use the same rules through and through? I don't know. That's up to you, as they say, down in the comment section below. I believe this is it. I hope I can see you later on with something new. I hope you like a video. Peace.